What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lane 6 podcast. I'm Noah Spivery here with my co-host Lukas Stueve. And,
What's up?
a lot of crazy things are happening in Ohio swimming, and we'd love to dive into them in this podcast.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So, mainly, as recruiting season gets going, as the high school season gets going, a lot of people are, choosing where they're going to be going for the next, 4 years.
Yeah.
You're on your way to committing, right?
Sometime soon.
Sometime.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the recruiting process, really interesting. A lot of things happen, a lot of things change, a lot of unexpected things happen for sure. Who are we going to talk about today? Let's list them off.
Well, some recent ones that happened, yesterday.
Yeah.
Braden Fuller, Jenna Spets, both committing.
Yeah.
Ball State and Marquette, respectively.
Yeah, look, I know the talent that Braden Fuller has, racing him head-to-head. He's a really fast guy. Ball State is going to be really lucky to have that guy. Jenna Spets, honestly, I was not, just me personally, from practicing with her and being on a club team with her for a year, I was not expecting her to commit to Marquette, honestly. I didn't know that she went to swimming college, but all of her other siblings so far have swam in college, really Power 5 D1 schools. Her older brother, Nathan, commits to UC, swimming at UC. And Cora is at Akron, her first year. A really athletic family. And, I feel like she gets a little bit overlooked with the talent of her older siblings and her one younger sibling, but she's still equally talented and she's pretty good. Yeah,
I was sort of expecting her to commit somewhere. I'm not like, if she didn't swim in college, I wouldn't have been like, that's unbelievably shocking. But really, the thing I took away was I didn't even know Marquette had a swim team.
Yeah, that much is true. I did not know they had a swim team either. I was equally as surprised to see her commit as to see Marquette has a team in the first place.
I know. It's just such a random school to have a swim team.
Yeah. Yeah. Where is that college anyway?
Wisconsin.
They got over there hockey.
Like Milwaukee, somewhere around there.
Something like that. All they really got is hockey over there, so I'm surprised they have
some basketball.
Team. But maybe. I don't know. Who's next on the list?
Another person that committed yesterday, Braden Fuller to Ball State.
Oh, yeah. We talked about him a little bit earlier, but, he's a really fast sprinter guy. He recently got his junior national long course cut. Everyone knows that long course cuts are harder than the short course cuts, but, he got his time, and he was swimming at junior nationals over the summer, I'm pretty sure. They did, the Mason Manta Rays team has been doing something in the sprinting department, because over the summer I was seeing left and right, these people are getting junior national cuts in 50 frees. Everyone's getting a junior national cut in 50 free. I'm like, where's my junior national cut? We're just giving them out. Come on. But I ended up getting a futures cut last summer, but that was cool for me. But Mason is doing something crazy over there, and Braden Fuller is a product of their craziness. So whatever they're doing must be working.
Yeah, I got a friend who is committed to Ball State, and I went up to him yesterday and I was like, "Hey, did you see Braden Fuller committed to Ball State?" He was like, what does everybody know this but me? I was just Brogan Wilson. He joined the Marlins last year. He swims in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
He's a really good breaststroker.
Interesting.
So, everybody was asking him about it. And he was like, "Why am I the only one that doesn't know this?"
Hey, I don't know. Me and Braden Fuller have been kind of very close in our recruitment process, because we've gone to let's just say we've gone to some of the similar schools, taking visits there. He took a visit to Northern Kentucky and Southern Illinois. I took my Southern Illinois visit before him, and then I was filling him in on what to expect, and he took his Northern Kentucky visit before me, so hopefully he could tell me what to expect. But I got a couple friends on the team anyway, so I'm pretty sure I won't be led astray.
Have you taken that NKU visit?
My visit is scheduled for, let's see, I think 15 days out. It's on November the 14th to the 15th, so, looking forward to that. Yeah.
Yeah? You expecting anything crazy? You expecting a commit day after?
Hey, I don't know. That's the word on the street. Something about, me committing to any one of the colleges. But we'll see what I do.
Yeah, yeah. All right, who you want to talk about? Let's give me another name.
Let's see. Let's talk about Jake Lloyd.
Yeah.
I mean, switching commitments from Texas A&M to Arizona State University. I was really surprised with that one too. Like, I can't even say that I expect any of this to happen. It all seems like things just happen out of the blue without warning. But, especially with how hard he was repping Texas A&M to switch to ASU. Maybe he's more of a party guy. I don't know, but that's crazy. Wasn't expecting that. And I don't know. At a water polo tournament, I had the chance to ask him, but it kind of slipped my mind at the time, and I had to head home anyway. But I was planning on asking him what made him change, but it's whatever.
I mean, yeah, I think Arizona State's got, they're obviously really good. They won state, or not state. They won the national championship 2 years ago?
Yeah,
and then Texas won last year. But there's a lot of everybody that is top 50 in their class has got to be considering Arizona State, and obviously not everybody can go there. But Jake Lloyd hops on that train. Excited to see where it goes. Speaking
of sprinters in Ohio that are committed to Arizona State, we have to bring up Dor Johansson.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Out of Cleveland, one of those St. Ignatius boys that were really tearing it up at State last year. He also committed to ASU. He didn't switch from anywhere. This is his first commitment as far as we know.
Yeah.
But, that was pretty cool to see as well. I don't know him as well as I know Jude Banks, but, he's one of the better swimmers in Ohio, I will say. But on the topic of Jude Banks, another switch in commitments.
How about that?
From Ohio State to Georgia. I don't know. Maybe something about the SEC.
I heard that you got some inside information about this. If you wanna share that, or is that too private?
I don't know if you want me to share too much, but let's just say, me and him are fishing buddies.
Yeah.
He had a pretty sweet deal from what I heard at Ohio State. Georgia was offering, something different for him. I don't know exactly what he said, but when I heard what they were offering him at Ohio State, I was like, "Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're really gonna switch?
You're just gonna turn that down?"
I know. I can turn that down, but maybe I'm a different breed when it comes to money. But I don't know.
What is it about people switching to Georgia now? What is the appeal with Georgia? Maya Schweikert just switched.
Yeah, I mean,
which there's also other reasons for her to switch to Georgia.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I talked to her about this was, the extra competition with all the backstrokes at NC State where she was committed. She didn't want to deal with. She wanted to be number one where she goes, and Georgia was right there. But, anybody that knows even base level information on Maya Schweikert's life, that her boyfriend is on Georgia. And I don't know if I was the only one that was kind of suspecting something or kind of thinking outside the box a little bit, but I was thinking, let me put two and two together. Her boyfriend is on Georgia, and now she commits to Georgia. Maybe the boyfriend had a little bit in.
Maybe there's a little bit there.
Yeah. I don't know. We're just throwing ideas out there.
Georgia's pulling some Ohio swimmers. Obviously Georgia's in the SEC, so they're gonna have a really good swim team. But from what I remember, they don't have really the top of the SEC.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. When I think of the SEC, obviously I think of Texas, and I think of probably Tennessee, Florida.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know. Maybe Alabama before Georgia. When it comes to swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not when it comes to football though. But I don't know what it is that's drawing these Ohio people down to Georgia, but seems to be working. Their recruiting class for 2026 is going to be pretty powerful.
Yeah. You wanna stay in Ohio for this next one, or you wanna reach out to Indiana?
Indiana. Oh, how can we forget Brady Campbell?
Brady Campbell.
Yeah. Wait, who's the other Indiana guy you're gonna use?
I was thinking to Nash King.
Nash King. Oh, He lives in Indiana. Well, Nash King just recently committed to Alabama. Speaking of Alabama. Yes.
Let's go SEC.
I don't know. What is it with these Midwestern people going down to the SEC? What is it?
You know, Nash is a not serious person. He's very just like tries to have fun with everything. He's joking a lot. So when he's at practice talking about Alabama, like in a joking way, I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to Alabama. There's no way. And then, you know, I go home and I see a post on Instagram and I'm like, well, I guess he's at Alabama. I was thinking it would be more, obviously, Indiana. I was thinking he really liked Indiana. And then Arizona State was on his list.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Fair enough.
These
I mean,
SEC guys.
You know, I didn't want to expose this, you know, this is kind of a private thing, but me and ASU have been talking, and they're trying to get me out there, but I'm like, I can't do the heat. I had to turn that offer down. Yeah. They're offering me $200,000 in NIL.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Really. I had to turn it down. It's too hot out there. I'll be baking in the sun.
Yeah. So I'm sure Ohio State's offering the same amount.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
For sure.
Okay.
But the thing about Ohio State, I don't like the traffic around Columbus, so I might have to turn them down too.
Oh, so your next best option is going to be NKU.
Yeah, I feel like it's close to home. You know, easily traversable by foot. So, you know, that's they're up there. They're up there for sure.
All right, you brought up Brady Campbell. You want to go? You want to go on that?
Yeah, Brady Campbell. We can't forget him. You know, I tried to recruit him to the water polo team at Milford. He didn't want to join. But, hey, it looks like it's working out for him because he's at Indiana right now. Mm-hmm. He's going to go to Indiana next year, or 2 years from now. He's only a junior, but doesn't stop him from winning all these events at state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 50 is going to be. What is your prediction for him? 50 this year.
You know, I've been thinking about this a lot. At state, 50 is going to be the most volatile event there is. We got so many people that are fighting for a podium spot that are so little distance away from each other time-wise. Like, me personally, I got, like, and this haunts me to this day because I'm thinking, what if? But going into state, I was, like, seated 22nd in the 50 and then I got up to 9th place, and I was .04 off from being in the medal. Yeah, the A final. So, you know, we got a couple people graduating that are in that 50 A final, and a lot of people knocking on the door trying to get in. You know, the top people already have their spots solidified. You know, Jake Lloyd, Brady Campbell. You know, it's really a battle between those two of seeing who could, you know, really win. They really duke it out. It was interesting watching that up close and personal. At state, the atmosphere going around. You know, when you get to those sprint events at state finals and A final, you could hear a pin drop before the race.
Yeah.
You know, anything could go wrong, but a lot of things can go right. You know, champions are crowned. You know,
I would say you're one of those guys knocking on the door, but you haven't been at practice the entire season. What's going on, man?
Well, as you may know, if you keep up with my life, I have been playing water polo. So that has been a major reason why I haven't been in practice up until this point. But
if you also keep track, water polo ended, a week and a half ago?
Week and a half ago, but I am proud to say that I am going to practice very soon. Today.
Today? Oh, today?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
First practice?
First practice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Back like I never left.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you got nothing to worry about with me. I've been known for having quick turnarounds. You know, they say I'm like the Michael Jordan of swimming.
Oh, really? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. I would say my versatility, just being able to do so many events at such a short distance, I'll say. You know, really, I'm really a utility guy. Like, I don't know. When I think of the state relay, really I could put myself on back, breast, or freestyle on the relay, and we'd still be doing good.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
You know, and something that shocked me personally, you know, I'm good at all these events in the 50s, like 50 back, 50 breast, 50 free, but my whole high school career, I've never put them together and done 2 IM in a high school meet.
John's gonna figure that out. I'm telling John right now, put you in 2 IM first meet of the season against whoever we.
Probably Walnut Hills.
Probably Walnut Hills.
Yeah. And the thing about me playing swimming against Walnut Hills, it's got to be personal because during the water polo season they were bullying us in the pool, and I'm not gonna talk crap, but none of the water polo players that also swim for Walnut Hills can lay a finger on me. So it'd be good to beat them in the pool like they're beating me down in the water polo pool. So yeah.
2IM 50 free.
2IM 50 free. I'll do whatever I have to do to win. So I want to keep a winning streak at dual meets. Like I did last year, I had a winning streak for like 3 or 4 meets. So I want to be able to win as many events as possible. And, going into your 4th year, the strong suits and the weaknesses of different teams. So I'm probably going to plan out my events for each team.
Yeah. So what, 2IM at state? How about that?
2IM at state. See, look, the thing about state for me is I want to mix it up, but not too much. Like 2IM, I haven't had a big enough sample size to really see what I'm capable of doing. But in an event like the 100 back, I know what I want to do. I know what I'm capable of doing, so it'd be a more feasible option to state.
No better place to figure out your sample size other than Canton. Come on.
Canton. Oh gosh. That's two experiments you could run at Canton possibly. You're guaranteed 1 if you make it, 2 if you make it to final. And I don't know if Canton's the stage I want to start testing new things out.
It seems good with me. Hey, if or when we do a prediction of every event at state, probably when.
Yeah.
I would be inclined to put you at number 1 for 2IM.
Okay. Now we're just. Why are you glazing? I don't know. Look.
What do you think? Where do you think you'd be 2IM? Like,
see, I genuinely don't know because my 2IM best time is like a 2:05 from years past. So I couldn't tell you. But a lot of the time, years ago, when I was in an event I didn't want to do, I didn't swim it to my full potential. But now, with senior year coming up, you can't really take these chances for granted. So, anytime I step out there, I hope that I could give 100%, really see where I am, really see what I could do. And, leave no stones unturned, senior year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So would that include 5 free?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually, 5 free is one of the events I want to do for senior night. Just one.
Oh, yeah.
Just one of those fun meets, try to hold back the tears. You're a senior now and everything's over. But a fun meet, do some fun events I usually don't get to do. I will say last season, after the winter break, I just started experimenting with different events like 200 frees, 500 frees, just to break up the monotony of doing 100 breast and 50 free every single meet, 100 free, just to break it up a little bit, try new things. And then once it turns to championship season, you lock back in on what you're greatest at. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've got everything we need to get.
Actually.
Right? Oh no.
This is my last PSA to anyone.
Are you gonna bring up your fishing trips?
No, nothing about fishing. But good. I did catch a fish yesterday.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Mm-mm. You could check it on my
size of my hand. Actually, smaller than my hand.
It was the size. See, when I go down in the history books as one of the greatest fishermen of all time, they're not gonna be like, how big was the fish you caught? They're gonna say how many fish did you catch?
Yeah.
See, you don't gauge someone's points in basketball on how hard it was to score. You base it off of how many points they score.
Will they score more points with a 3-pointer instead of a free throw?
Yeah, but if I end up scoring more points off free throws, does it really matter where they came from?
All right, what was your PSA? Let's not get into fishing. I'm done with your fishing arguments.
When you make a good point, everyone wants to shut the argument down. But I want to go for the kill shot, but he retreated. Now, my PSA, all my backstrokers in the state of Ohio, there is a power vacuum in 100 backstroke this year at state. A lot of people that were on the podium for 100 back are gone. They graduated. So if you're on the cusp of something great in backstroke, I advise you to take advantage of this opportunity and do it at state.
Who are you yelling at for this? Or not yelling at, but who are you calling out?
I'm calling out anybody that, maybe they're on their 3rd or 4th year, being a swimmer in Ohio and haven't gone to state yet, and they're probably a little bit slightly inclined in backstroke, might as well give it a shot.
When I tell you my backstroke is looking 10 times better than it did last Wednesday,
Wow.
I'm not lying.
You got some super serum? What's going
Yes,
on? How do you
yes.
multiply 10 times by
I found
in
some
less
new
than a week?
I found some new equipment in the storage closet
Oh.
that really works, even though I think I might have lost it yesterday. I kind of left it on the pool deck, so I'm hoping it did not get taken.
Is this new equipment some type of needle that a swimmer on your team previous has used?
Shh.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Who has used a needle? I want to hear this. Or what school has used a needle? That's the better question here.
Look, I'm not going to get into what schools may or may not be cheating, because I got friends on the schools that may or may not be cheating. I don't want to ruin relationships. So, I'm going to say nobody's doing it. But, everyone knows who's doing it. Everyone knows who's not doing it. There's people that, are suspected of doing it, and they're clean. They're just naturally just built and strong and fast and handsome. So.
Like you?
Oh, wow. Thank you. I was thinking you.
I was not thinking you, actually.
Come on, man. I was thinking you.
Nah,
But
I was not.
see, we're ending the episode on a good note. We had it in plan. We were going to argue, but I think we're going to end it right here, man. Thank you for joining me today.
Yep. Thank you.